At the 2017 NBA Awards, Drake absolutely roasted a commentator of games who was an audience member at the show.
A lot of players here owe their success to a man they call Coach, except Kenny Smith, who got here in a section of the plane they call Coach. Anyway, this next artist...
Leonardo Dicaprio has a history of dating women much younger than him. So at this year's Golden Globes, Ricky Gervais decided to roast him a little during his monologue.
On a time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long, Leonardo Dicaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So...
Kevin Hart and James Corden went to Venice Beach, where they tried doing some acrobatics. After they failed at doing it, a kid decided to show off his skills.
That's insane. Yeah, maybe that's enough. Yeah. That's enough, Jackson. How about we stop showing off? How about that? How about we get it, Jackson? It's a disappointing finish. Nobody likes to show off, Jackson.
Back when Kevin Hart wasn't married, during an award show he was hosting, he started making some comments complimenting Rihanna, and you could see her in the audience blushing at Kevin Hart's comments.
Let's just focus on this one thing. Rihanna was kicked off of Instagram for excessive nudity, people. Tell you something else. She's so sexy that I would honestly pay $1 million to see her naked. Here's the thing. I've already seen it, and I'm willing to pay again. I would still pay for it.
An audience member got kind of jealous when she saw that Katy Perry said hi in a flirty way to her boyfriend. And well, Katy's comeback was great.
Situation. Hello.
Hi. Katy, I'm watching you.
That's my girlfriend up there.
Well, it's not your fiance, so. Hey!
Apparently, Kesha is a huge fan of Jerry Seinfeld. Sadly for her, when she met him in person, he didn't know who she was. And it was kind of an awkward moment.
Most of the time.
Kesha, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Oh.
Many celebrities were not happy at all with the way Miley Cyrus was hosting the award show, and you can clearly see it in their reactions when their names are being called out.
We've got Justin Bieber. I like your swoop. The Weeknd. And A$AP Rocky. And
Ex-One Direction member Zayn Malik got a lot of shade from his ex-girlfriend that was on stage performing a song. During the NBA Awards, Drake proceeded to roast Draymond Green, who was in the audience.
Draymond Green stopped kicking people in the groin and moved on to something much worse, his own podcast. It's a tough listen. It's a tough listen.
Quentin Tarantino, one of the world's most recognized filmmakers, was absolutely stunned when the winner of the Golden Globe was released.
5 remarkable filmmakers are nominated as Best Director. Here are the nominees. For Argo, Ben Affleck. And the Golden Globe goes to Ben Affleck, Argo.
It is very well known that Drake has a bit of a crush on Nicki Minaj.
I've always, like, really had a crush on her, like, always really loved her. She's always just looked at me as, like, a little brother.
So when Drake was complimenting Vanessa Hudgens at the award show, Nicki got a little bit jealous because she was expecting Drake to comment about her too.
I want to say, Vanessa Hudgens, you look incredible tonight.
Nicki Minaj seems to have a dislike for Camila Cabello. Even though we don't know the reason, when the host was congratulating Camila because of her 9 VMAs nominations, Nicki seemed uncontent.
Cabello. Camille. She's nominated for 5 VMAs tonight. 5 of them. I'm super proud of her. So those of you...
During the People's Choice Awards, Ellen decided to bless the audience with a shirtless pic of Chris Hemsworth.
Tonight I want to make you happy, so I would like to share with you, I brought a shirtless photo of Chris Hemsworth to share.
Thanks to Audience Camera, we could see hilarious footage of Katy Perry just faded out during a performance. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, was at the Oscars a couple of years ago, so of course the host decided to tease him a little about Amazon's delivery service.
Amazon is the first streaming service nominated for Best Picture. You know, Jeff, if you win tonight, you could expect your Oscar to arrive in 2 to 5 business days, possibly stolen by a Grubhub delivery man.
When back then, One Direction were hosting a show, Taylor Swift seemed to be very annoyed at some things they were saying. Probably because Harry Styles and her used to date.
The best fans are in New York. We were lucky enough to win 3 VMAs. We were lucky enough to win 3.
While Ariana Grande was performing at the iHeartRadio Awards, Ariana switched her dance routine for the first time to something a little bit more toned up. And well, it made Rihanna laugh a little bit. During the roast of Donald Trump, one of the hosts tried to make a couple of jokes that were too cringe for the audience to handle, and the reactions were hilarious.
But I know you're a funny dude as well. Because the other night I told one of your super funny jokes to a supermodel, and she was laughing while I was banging her brains out with the pile of money on the floor of my mansion. Trump is always firing people, but it's kind of okay because he completely let himself go anyway. Donald.
At an NBA game, the commentators noticed that Justin Bieber was using a weird method of drinking a bottle of water.
Justin Bieber looking cool.
What in the world is in that hat? What you got in that hat?
That's where he keeps his crossover. Then it gets real strange, this odd water drinking technique. Real high elbow.
Yeah, real high elbow.
Amy Adams was put on the spot when Ellen asked her during the Oscars about her education after high school.
I'm kidding. Kids, stay in school. I'm sure these people went to college. I mean, Amy Adams, you went to college, right? No? Okay, well, who cares?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. But
Taylor Swift did a funny skit on stage and also took a moment to throw some shade at the VMAs. And well, some celebrities found it very funny.
No. 1 second. I don't care if it's the VMAs. I'm not jumping off of there. There's all kinds of people getting bitten by snakes. It's dangerous.
Martin Scorsese received some good lighthearted shade by Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes for criticizing Marvel.
He said they're not real cinema and they remind him of theme parks. I agree. Although I don't know what he's doing hanging around theme parks. He's not big enough to go on the rides, is he? It's tiny.
Apparently, Chrissy Teigen was not enjoying the award show so much. When the camera zoomed into the audience, everyone could see Chrissy very asleep. Even though the movie Cats was a big flop, Dame Judi Dench stood by the movie and said she was glad she played the role. And well, Ricky Gervais proceeded to roast Judi at the Golden Globes.
Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg and licking her.
Leonardo Dicaprio was startled when Lady Gaga brushed him to get to the stage.
The internet went wild with this moment. Leonardo DiCaprio was slightly startled by the pop star as she brushed up behind his chair, and his reaction was absolutely priceless.
Lil Pump seemed a bit sad when his name was called out during the award show.
A lot of people here that I love tonight. We got Lil Pump, we got Lil Xan. These are also Lil Pump, we got Lil Xan.
At one of the Oscars, Emma Stone got up thinking she won when her name was called out by the host. So the next time, Jimmy Kimmel made a bit of a joke at Emma's expense.
This year, when you hear your name called, don't get up right away. Just give us a minute. We don't want another thing. What happened last year, we don't want another thing. What happened last year...
Both Shawn Mendes and Taylor Swift were surprised by how smoothly and good the artist on stage was at performing different songs.
Look what you made me do. Look what you just made